Great afternoon, everyone, and happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. I am Dr. Shavonna Whitehead, and it's always my joy and my privilege to come and share with you for Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. And if you saw our flyer this week, our topic for this week is Don't Settle. I know it sounds elementary and I know it sounds simple, but if we reflect over our lives, many of us have settled in many areas of our lives. And some of us are sitting now in jobs we don't like because we settled, relationships we don't like because we settled, not going after our dreams and our goals because we settled, not finishing what we started because we've settled or it got too hard. It's not, we always think that settling is only for relationships, but settling is for every aspect of our lives: ministry, personal, emotional, mental. There are so many ways that you can settle and live beneath what you've been created to do in the capacity that you were created to be, that many of us have actually ended up settling in various areas of our lives. Listen, settling has many definitions, but this is the one I want you to hold fast to. Settling is an arrangement to close with payment less than what's due. And many of us have actually settled for less than what we're due. And we're living in situations and circumstances simply because we settled. We allowed somebody to tell us that we weren't worth it. We allowed situations and circumstances to cause us to fear and have anxiety, not to go after what it is that we actually have in our spirits and our minds to do. But I came by today to tell somebody, don't settle. You might have been on the verge of giving up. You might have been on the verge of just saying, you know what, I'll just take it. No, don't just take it. Don't settle. Go and experience the full capacity of what God has created you to be. Listen, too oftentimes we settle for things we don't love. We settle for things that we really don't like. We settle for things that's not even us, simply because of the simple fact it's easier. It's easier, it's more simpler, or fear just tells us we are. But listen, Nelson Mandela made a profound statement. There is no passion to be found playing small or settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. I'll read it again. Nelson Mandela makes a profound statement that says, there is no passion to be found playing small or settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. You have to push beyond what you feel. You have to push beyond what you see. You have to push beyond what people say in order to live the full capacity of what you were created to be. It's not about how fast you get there. It's not about, the accolades you get while you get there. All the purpose of it is that you keep pushing until you get there. And sometimes you got to see it before you see it. Sometimes, even though what before you may not look like it, you just got to keep pushing and say, you know what, I know what looks before me, but I know the capacity that I hold, and I'm determined not to settle. I'm determined not to get stuck. I refuse to live beneath what I was created for. And so I wanted to come on today to tell somebody who was thinking about it. You was pondering it. You were considering it. Do not settle. You need to live in the full capacity of what God has sent forth and promised you. And as always, I want to leave you with a few tools. Won't be on here long today, but just leave you with a few tools. And the first thing is, be true to who you are. Tell somebody, own your life. Be true to who you are. There is no one that you can blame for not being all that you were created to be when you are not true to who you are. No more excuses. No more, explanation of why you can't. Now is the time for you to shift your focus from all of your can'ts and transfer them to cans. Take action. Own your journey. Take the necessary steps to manifest your dreams. Fulfill your space with positivity. You have to own your life. You have to own your journey. Don't settle. Don't make excuses. Don't even settle for your own thoughts of yourself. No, we are going to the full capacity of everything that God has. And so own your journey. Own your journey. Be the best you that you could be, because nobody can be you better than you. The second thing is cultivate your mind. Identify the false narrative you have been speaking over yourself for so long. Shift the narrative from limitation to empowerment. Shift your narrative from limitation to empowerment. This takes self-reflection to identify and overcome the false narratives, and then begin feeding your mind with building and strengthening deposits that starts to break the false negatives and push you forward so that you will never settle. You have to train your mind. You have to feed your mind. You have to begin to feed it with positivity and strengthening and empowerment that will help you in times when you feel like you want to give up. It will help you never to actually settle simply because of what you're facing. What you put in your mind will come out of your mind. So tell somebody, I got to cultivate my mind. The third thing is raise your standards. My grandmother used to always say, you can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. If you want a different result, you got to raise the bar from where you are to where you want to go. And sometimes you got to raise it little by little by little. Nobody is telling you to be right here and try to raise the bar over here. Sometimes you have to raise the bar little by little by little by little. But no longer can you keep trying to do the same thing and expect a different result or expect God to do something different. You have to turn your shoulds into must. Did you hear what I said? You have to turn your shoulds into must. Stop saying I should do this. Stop saying I should go here. No, I must do this. I must push forward. I must go after this dream. So change your shoulds to must. Fully commit with no exceptions. Once you set the standard, do not compromise or take less than what you value. Once you set that standard, do not go back on the standard that you have created. When you set that bar and you set that standard on what you're going to accept or what you're going to go after, you have to stick to that level. You have to hold yourself accountable to stick to that level. When you raise that standard, stick to that standard. Do not compromise. Do not take down. Do not settle. And the fourth thing is focus on what produces greatness. Focus on what produces greatness. Listen, in order to be successful in any area of your life, you must create habits that produce greatness. I'll say it again. In order for you to be successful in any area of your life, you must create habits that produce greatness. Meditate. Create a positive atmosphere. Create positive affirmations and declarations. Visualize your success. I said it earlier. See it before you see it. You have to focus on what produces greatness. Stop focusing on stuff that don't matter. Stop focusing on stuff that does not feed your destiny and your future. Stop focusing on stuff that had nothing to do with you. Sometimes we get so distracted by mundane things that have absolutely nothing to do with who we are, or where we're going. And so you have to make sure you focus only on the things that are producing greatness. Visualize your goals and your dreams and be committed to pursue them and fulfill them until they are fulfilled. Be committed to pursue them and fulfill them until they are fulfilled. No more excuses. Don't settle just because it gets hard. Don't settle just because it gets lonely. Don't settle just because you're fearful. Don't settle just because somebody told you that you were crazy and you can't do it. Don't settle simply because it's easy to do. You have to know what you deserve and you have to stick to what you deserve. Don't live beneath your privileges. Don't live beneath the capacity to which God has created you for. You are more than enough. He created you for greatness. And so therefore, you have to refuse to settle for anything that's beneath who he created you to be. So I challenge you today, don't settle. Don't settle for that relationship, that man, that woman. Don't settle just for that job. If you have to get a job here, make that job a stepping stone to get to where it is, that career that you want. We all got to start somewhere, but don't settle to just stay there. Nobody's saying that you don't have to start here, but don't settle and just get stuck here. Start here and build. Start here and raise your standards. Start here and grow. Start here and develop, cultivate your mind. Start there and focus on things that produces greatness and continue to grow. Own your journey. Own your life. Don't settle, because you are full of greatness. And so that's all I wanted to share with you today. It is my hope and my privilege and my pleasure always that you have been strengthened and empowered, that you have received something today. She's More Now, Dr. Shavonna Whitehead. You can find us on our website, www.shavonnawhitehead.com. You also can find us on Instagram. I am Dr. Vaughn. You can also always subscribe to our Facebook page, She's More Now. Empowerment Talks, we are here every week to make sure that you're strengthened and make sure that you're empowered, because we are building a tribe of transformers as we grow and we produce greatness together. We're not in this journey alone, but we are doing it together. And listen, in case you have not already checked out our page today, we launched our Spread the Love fundraiser, which includes our She's More Now t-shirt. She's More Now. More stands for motivated overcomers being restored and empowered. Again, that's motivated overcomers being restored and empowered. And we want to be able to be a tangible blessing to two families during the Thanksgiving holiday, and as well as two single mothers during the course of the Christmas holiday. We want to not only give them empowerment, but we want to make sure that we bless them in with their tangible needs that they also need, because it's a season where everyone is going through something, and we just want to be a blessing of hope, love, and strength. So I hope that you will help me. If you would like to sow a seed into She's More Now for this endeavor, you can do it at our Cash App, She's More Now. You can do it at our PayPal, She's More Now. You can email me at shesmorenow@gmail.com. Also, or you can purchase a t-shirt. The She's More Now t-shirt, you can purchase it. It is actually, you can either see me for an invoice, or you can actually go to my business page, which is House of Treasures, HOUSEOFTREAZURES .com, and you can purchase it straight from the website, or you can check out our the post that we made on Facebook, social media, and Instagram. Help us help somebody else. Help us love on somebody else. But most of all, help us bring hope to somebody else. Hope you have an amazing day, and we'll see you back here next Tuesday at 1 p.m. for Lunchtime Empowerment Talks. I am Dr. Shavonna Whitehead, and I hope that you have an amazing day.